Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I'm doing my first ever talk time. I have seen these a ton on YouTube lately and I personally love them, so I figured why not put one out there for you lovely people. Let me know if you guys do like them and want to see more. Leave some comments, leave some thumbs ups, subscribe, message me, do all that fun stuff. Let me know if you want to see more of these because honestly, my life is a constant shit show. So without further ado, let's start my first ever talk time. And it is on my first and only blind date. And it was the first and only because it went terrible. And when I say blind date, I really do mean it was a blind date. Like, I've never seen, met, talked to, texted this person ever before. There was no, like I said, cute text or sliding into DMs. There was no swiping this way or that way. I did not know who this person was through a hole in the wall. My best friend set me up through her boyfriend or something weird like that. I don't even know. But that's pretty much how it all started. Side note, I've never even been on like a true like date like that. Like at that time, I was like 17 or 18 when this all happened. So it was a few years back. And my dating experience hadn't been very broad. I've always only dated like one person for like a really long time. I've never really been like wined and dined by all these different men. Like, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm awkward. I'm kind of old school with dating. So like, doesn't really happen that much. But my friend and her boyfriend at the time were eschewing that this guy, they're the perfect guy for me. He was a little bit older than me. And by that I mean like 25, so he was a lot older than me at the time. But he like had a big wig job, he had his own condo, he had all this crazy stuff. They're like, oh my god, perfect match for you. Flawless. You'll love him. And also a side note, my best friend Emily had never actually met this man. So she was going based on what her boyfriend said. Yeah, that'll go well. But back on track with the story. So they finally convinced me after literally a week of like begging me and talking this guy up that I should go on a blind date with him. Finally, I'm like, okay, I'm on board. Let's do it. You guys have to come too, though. I will not, like, stranger danger's a thing. I'm not doing that. So they finally all agree. And also my friend Emily lived in like Timbuktu, and we all decided to go to this brewery in the small town called Northampton near my town. So for her to come pick me up and drive all of us there, it would have just been a big hassle thing. So I took one for the team and was like, yeah, totally. Just let him, he can just come pick me up. What's the worst that happens, right? Yeah. This guy comes on over to my house and I can hear his super loud car from like down the street. And anyone who knows me knows I'm not impressed with cars. They do nothing for me. You can be driving a jalopy or a freaking Rolls Royce. I don't care. Normally, like honestly, I feel like most guys who have like those souped up loud sports cars at younger ages, you're hiding something. You're overcompensating for something. Why do you have that? Something's up. Red flag right now. There's a red flag going off. So I hear this man's car like shaking my freaking neighborhood as he's driving down my street. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's such a tool. Oh, my dad's home. I don't want my parents to meet this fool. So I'm like rushing around, grabbing all my stuff, like making sure my hair's okay and my makeup because I've never been on a date. I don't know what you do. I guess that's normal. And I see this kid like pulling into my drive. I'm like, bye mom, bye dad, see you later. Run outside, and he started off being a gentleman, you know. He pulled in, he got out of the car, he had every intention on going up to my door, shaking my parents' hands, and then like going on about our evening. I did not want that to happen, so I just ran outside. It's like, oh hey, and like I'm 5'3" though, and he really was like 5'1". He was super short, but whatever, okay. I also noticed his receding hairline, which, I mean, I'm a hairdresser, so like naturally I notice those things. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. He's got a nice smile. He's got all of his teeth. We're good. And then he talks to me, and I swear to God, my mouth just like fell. It fell open. I'm not proud of that, but it did. I don't know why I had these like Cinderella story expectations for this poor man, but I did. And honestly, when he started talking, it sounded like a 12-year-old girl just introduced himself to me. So I was like, great. Now you kind of have a douchey car. You're shorter than me, and I love to wear heels, so that's going to be an issue. And you talk like a pubescent girl. Let's go on this date. I'm excited. We get in the car, and it was like fall or something, so obviously the windows are all up because it's cold. And I'm sitting in the car, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't breathe. And I'm like, is it a panic attack? Nope. It's his cheap cologne. Whatever he doused himself in, and I mean doused. Like, I physically couldn't breathe in his car. It smelled so bad, like whatever he was wearing. Maybe it was actually a good cologne, but he just put too much of it on. I don't know, but it was so awful. It was so terrible. If there's any guys watching this, don't ever do that. I couldn't breathe. So now I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I can't breathe. So I'm trying to focus on not dry heaving in this man's customized Mustang, mind you. And he's just talking and trying to keep a conversation going. And his idea of doing that is just solely talking about himself. His job, his paycheck, his 401k, his ex-girlfriend who severely screwed him over, which he talked about for like 10 minutes. Like, dude, dating 101. Don't talk about your ex. What are you doing? What are you... What are you, stupid? So finally, the terrible car ride's over. Also, he was driving like a total jerk the whole time, which scares the living crap out of me. I don't like that. Like, I'm not impressed by drag racers. This is not Fast and Furious. No. Stop. Park the car. We finally park the car. We get out. We meet my friends. And again, my friend Emily has never met this man. She had no idea what she was in for, so as did I. Get out of the car. And girls really do have like a telepathy thing, like with like their best friends. Like you can just shoot them a quick look and like they understand. Like they're like, uh-huh, I feel you, girl. So literally my friend gets out of her car with her boyfriend and she looks at me and her face goes, and I did. So already my friend knows, like, oh, we messed up. Damn, we screwed Rachel up on this one. So we're all starting to walk inside, and her boyfriend, who I was pretty close with, kind of like falls back, like to be like back with me, and he's like, so, how'd I do? And I was like, I want to kill you. This is not going well, but let's get some food. So we go into this brewery, and again, I can't drink. I'm underage. I don't promote underage drinking ever, but now that I am legal drinking age, I'm like, wow, I wish I was just like 3 sheets to the wind with this one because it would have made life easier. And I don't know why my friends took me to a brewery. Like, way to go, guys. I was underage. Why did we go to a brewery where I couldn't enjoy anything? But whatever. So we're all in there, and this guy's still talking all about himself and work. And like, I'm not a car girl. I don't care. And he works at a dealership, so I get it. I mean, I guess I can talk about hair from now until I'm blue in the face, but like, literally, I sat there like this the whole time. Drinking my water. That's all I could freaking drink. And every time the waitress would like walk away though, I would grab my friend Emily's wine and just down it. I'd be like, oh my god, I needed that. Finally the boys like leave and go to the bathroom. Because I don't know why boys but do that, but I guess they go to the bathroom together now, like girls. And my friend Emily's looking at me and she just goes, I am so sorry, he's terrible. And now I don't feel like such the B word, because at least my friend even knows his personality sucks. He's terrible. Can we just leave him here? I want to go home. Me and my friend Emily at this point, after they came back, were just like, oh, it's been a long one. We should get home. I work tomorrow. Any excuse in the book that we could play as bitchy girls, we played to go home. So finally we decided to go home, and I have to get back in the car with this dull stranger. And I'm like, all right, whatever. 15 more minutes, Rachel, and you're free. You're gonna be back to freedom. You can go home, go to bed, forget any of this ever happened. So we're driving home, and he's still gabbing about himself and whatever. Whatever. I don't even remember. I don't even remember this poor guy's name. So honestly, poor guy that I went on a blind date with, if you see this, I'm sorry. Clearly it wasn't working. And sorry, again. I also don't remember your name. Wow, that's how bad that was. I don't remember his name. Sorry. So we're driving home, and he's still just talking about himself, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh my god, is it over yet? And finally we pull down my street, and I'm like, oh crap. We're on my street. That's my driveway. We're pulling into my driveway. This kid's gonna want a goodnight kiss. What do I do right now? Like, I'm in a car. How do you get out of this? Holy crap. So what's the first thing that pops into my mind? Cell phone. Pretend someone's calling you. And I'm sitting in his car. Also, mind you, I told him earlier in the night that I think it's like stupid to ever have your phone on silent. So I also told him I always have my ringer on. And obviously he hears no ring, no vibrate. Just me picking up a black screen phone going, hello? And I pretended it was like my boss or something, and that like she needed me to check something in my room. And honestly, any normal human would be like, okay, you're totally lying. None of this even makes sense. There's no way your boss would magically call you the second that you pull into your driveway. But I don't care. Whatever. I'm just gonna go with the story. I'm just gonna get out of the car, like remove myself from this awful situation. So I'm just like, yeah, it's in my house. I'll go check right now. Bye. Thank you so much for tonight and the water. I had a great time. We'll do it again. No, we won't. We definitely won't do this again. So pretend I'm still on my phone and get out of the car. Bye. Wave to him. Go inside. Shut the door. And I'm like, that was the dumbest thing ever, Rachel. Like, what were you thinking? That didn't even make sense, but whatever. You got yourself out of the situation. Now go shower the disgusting stench that is now on you because his car made you smell like crap. And just go to bed. Forget this ever happened. You never have to talk, text, see him again. Best part of a blind date, right? No, because I'd given him my number when he was on the way to my house that I knew if he got lost to text me. Crap! Crap! Don't do that stuff. So this guy, and I don't know how, but he really thought the whole date went fantastic. He was under the impression that I had a great time and it's totally gonna happen again. So he just kept texting me like every day. Every day he would text me, hey, what's up? Text me you're not busy. Had a great time the other night. Let's do it again soon. Wanna get dinner? And I just like wouldn't answer. Like the first few, like I didn't want to be a total a-hole. So I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. Sorry, I was busy. Like just like generic crap that like honestly, you know, if you're getting those texts, like people are not trying to, like they're just trying to be nice to you. They don't really give a crap. And like, I don't know, like a week later, he's like at work, I guess, like literally ranting and raving to his friend that one, he like really made out with me in the car, which nope, I definitely jumped ship, but thanks. And then like the next day he's complaining that I never answer him. I don't like you. Like, what haven't you understood yet? So my best friend's boyfriend's calling me saying, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, I don't talk. Like, he was weird. I don't talk to him anymore. So finally he starts texting me those mean things, and I had to go through my phone, hit that lovely little block button that I used a lot. I use that button a lot. But yeah, had to block him. So moral of this story, don't always trust your friends to set you up with quality humans. They sometimes don't. People are weird. My stigma on guys with loud sports cars is still correct based on my current research. And just like, don't give people your address or your phone number if you don't really know them. I shouldn't have done that. I was young and dumb. Lesson learned. Never again will that happen. Also, never again will I go on a blind date. I don't use any dating sites. I won't do that. I will do old-fashioned dating, and I really feel like that's how the world should be. Don't try to shove yourself into a relationship. Don't try to mold something out of crap. It's not gonna happen. Honestly, that was the worst night, I think, of my entire life. And like a few like weeks later, I ended up meeting a really great guy, and I dated him for like 3 years, and that ended up working out way better than my 3-hour terrible treacherous blind date. So let the universe work itself out for you. Don't try to force anything or let your friends force things on you, because it doesn't work. But it gives you good stories to put on the internet. So on the other hand, maybe it's worth it. But I hope you guys enjoyed listening and watching my insane, stupid, one and only first blind date. I hope you guys maybe laughed, learned something, whatever, had a little bit of entertainment. Like I said, leave some comments and some stuff down there. Hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see my next videos coming up and just show some support. Feel free to follow me on all my other social medias. That way we can stay in contact. I love talking to you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope no one has a terrible blind date. And until next week, guys, bye.